Hey guys, welcome back. Today is half double, double, double crochet with an edging, and the triple crochet. So let's get into it. So I've got my project here from the last video, chain 30, 10 rows of single crochet. If you don't already have this made, just make a chain 30 and at least 2 rows of single crochet. To learn these next stitches, you do want something to hold on to. So the longer and wider it is when you start out, the easier it'll be for you to learn. I also have my 425 hook here. Again, if you already made this with a different hook the last time, no worries, just continue using the same hook. So to start off your half double crochet, as usual, we would start off with your chain. Instead of 1 chain, we're gonna do 2. And this is because your half double crochet is taller, so it's going to be a larger stitch than your single crochet. Your single crochet only needs the 1 chain because that's how wide it is. Your half double needs 2 because that's how wide, or that's how tall the stitch is going to be. So to start off with your half double crochet, you are going to yarn over once, insert your stitch where you would normally put your hook with your single crochets, right underneath that V. Then you're going to yarn over again, pull through once. So your single crochet normally has the 2 loops on it. This one has an extra one because of that very first yarn over. Then you're going to yarn over and pull through all 3 loops. And that's your first half double crochet. And again, yarn over through that hole, yarn over, pull through 1, and pull through all 3 loops. And just continue this all the way down. So once you get to the end, you have that curved part where we had at the very beginning up here. It is just a little bit hidden, but there is still that V there that you're going to insert your hook into. Okay. And as always, instead of the 1 chain, we are now doing 2. Turn your project and continue again. And now to do the double crochet. So you're going to chain 3 because that is how tall a double crochet is. You're going to turn your project, and into the first loop, we are going to yarn over, insert through, yarn over again, pull through 1. So you've got your 3 stitches, and then instead of going through all 3 stitches like you would your half double, you are going to yarn over and pull through the first 2 stitches, and then yarn over again and pull through the second 2, and again yarn over, pull through 1, pull through the 2 stitches, and pull through the other 2 loops, sorry. And one last time, yarn over through that V, yarn over, pull through 1, yarn over, pull through 2, and pull through the last 2. And as you can see, these stitches are really tall. There are big gaps in between them, just like the half double where there is a larger gap. not quite as big, and then through the single crochet, tiny 1 stitch gap. And we will just continue this at least 2, maybe 3 more times. So once you've got your double crochet down pat, I'm going to show you how I do my edges. If you're like me and this bothers you a ton, I'm going to show you how to make a nice straight edge just like the single crochet. Again, this is just a personal preference, so you don't have to do it this way. If you don't mind the chain 3 start offs, totally fine. What I do is I chain 2, and then I put my first single crochet or my first double crochet into that stitch. I don't do 3 on the very first one. I will show you why in a second. So after this one, complete this row, and I'm going to show you how I end off the rows. They're a little bit different, and it does take a little bit to get used to, but these end up being much straighter than the chain 3s. So just finish the row like usual. So once you've finished your row and you're at the very last stitch, what you will do, instead of doing your last stitch and then chain 3, we will be doing it this way. So your yarn over, insert through that V, focus. So through the regular V just as normal, pull through the 1, and pull through the first 2 loops. Oops. And instead of finishing it off how you normally would with your yarn over and pull through these 2 loops, you're going to insert your hook into that same spot where you just made a stitch. You're going to yarn over, insert, yarn over, pull through. So now you've got 4 loops on your hook. You'll be pulling through the first 2, so now you've got 3, and you're going to yarn over and pull through all 3. So you've kind of made a half double crochet and a half double crochet together all in one. And then to start off the new row, you chain 2 and a double crochet right into that very first stitch. And then I'll show you again once I make it to this side. So again, once you make it to the end of your row, I've got one last regular double crochet here. And then right there is my very last chain, or my very last double crochet. And the chain is at the very top right here, your little V. So yarn over, insert through that last V. Yarn over again, pull through the V. Yarn over, pull through 2. And then instead of finishing off your double crochet where you would yarn over and pull through the 2, you are going to yarn over, insert right back into that same stitch, yarn over, pull through 1. So now you got 4. Yarn over, pull through 2. And yarn over, pull through the 3. And to start the new row, it's just a chain 2 and a double crochet. It's just the end, the finishing your last row is the part that's a little bit confusing. Starting off with a chain 2 and a double crochet is almost what we've been doing this entire time, but I'll finish this row and I'll show you the difference between the chains and my version. These are the rows with that version of your single double crochet mix stitch thing here and the chain 2 double crochet versus your chain 3 double crochets. It's just a lot straighter, nicer to look at. So on to the triple crochet. You're going to chain 4. I don't do any special edging with the triple because they're a very tall, lacy kind of stitch. So I don't find that you'd notice the edging as much with the triple as you do with the doubles. And for the triple, what you will do is you're going to yarn over twice. So you've got 3 loops on your hook now. You're then going to insert just like normal, yarn over and pull through. So now you've got 4 loops on your hook. You are going to yarn over, pull through the first 2, yarn over and pull through the next 2, and yarn over and pull through the last 2. And that is a triple crochet. And again, 2 yarn over, pull through the 1, getting tangled, pull through the 1, pull through the 2, pull through the other 2, and pull through the last 2. So with the double crochet, you yarn over and pull through twice. This one you yarn over and pull through 3 times. And one last time, 2 yarn over, insert under the V, yarn over, pull through the 1. So pull through 2, pull through 2, and pull through 2. And we're just going to do 1 row of this. So these are your basic stitches. Almost every single fancy pattern stitch you'll make will use one of these stitches. So once you have the basics of these, then we can learn like your granny stitch, shell stitches, pineapple, lace, all of those fun things once the basics have been learned. So I'm just going to show you how to cut off and finish a project. All we do is make sure that you have a decent tail. It's just easy enough to use your fingers. You just pull it right through the loop and pull it tight. And then once you've gotten that slip stitch done, you're just going to thread it on, and you can either weave it through the top or you can weave it down. Depends on your preference. I do a bit of both. I make sure that it is between right into the stitch itself, so right down the middle of it. And then also depending on what type of project this is, if it's just a scarf that won't be moving around as much, you can just finish it off with just a straight up slip stitch. However, if it is a larger project and you are worried about your ends coming apart or your project falling apart, I then take my hook and I pull up a loop, whatever I can get my hook into. There we go. Do another little knot down farther, so that way it's knotted here and here. And then I go back so instead of going down again, I'm going to go sideways. So then I find every single loop So those 3 there, I'm gonna go through that. And you can pull it all the way through, or you can go up and down and up and down. Whatever makes you feel more secure about your ends. And then all you do is, I see where it lies flat. I give it a tiny little pull, and then I cut the yarn. Make sure that you don't cut your actual project, because that really sucks when you do. And then the tail is right here. I then just pull it a little bit, so that way where I cut it goes into that little stitch there and it hides it. So by the end of these 2 videos, you'll have learned how to chain, single crochet, half double crochet, double and triple crochet, as well as my little tip on edging your double crochets so that way you don't have the lumpies. In the next video, I'll be showing you how to use these stitches into more pretty looking pattern stitches. So hopefully you'll join me then, and I will see y'all next time. Bye!